So, yeah, Money Monster. Wall Street, suits. He wears a suit. This is what you get. Money Monster is directed by Jodie Foster and stars George Clooney, Julie Roberts, and Jack O'Connell. Now, Jodie Foster has directed some smaller movies that were actually pretty decent, so I was pretty excited going into this movie. George Clooney's character is a loudmouth, know-it-all TV guy who talks about the stock market. You see him all over. And Jack O'Connell's character holds him at gunpoint because of an issue that he has with him that I'm not going to spoil. Julie Roberts' character is the director of the show, and through an earpiece, she talks to George Clooney's character and talks to him how to handle the situation. Now, working into this fast-paced newsroom atmosphere, she finds herself in this situation that's actually kind of familiar to her, which is pretty interesting. Money Monster is a suspenseful thriller that's meant to keep you on the edge of your seat, and for the most part, it does that well. When it focuses on the newsroom aspect of it, when they're in the newsroom, when they're with the characters of George Clooney and Jack O'Connell's characters, it is a compelling movie. I really like that. But frequently, they move out to the outside. What's happening on the outside with the media, with other characters that you don't really care about, and that's where the movie falters for me. The movie also has some deeper messages and deeper connotations that it tries to convey to the audience that some work, some don't. You get surprisingly invested into the story and into the characters when you're in the newsroom, focusing on George Clooney's character, Jack O'Connell's, and Julie Roberts' characters. But when you move outside it, like I said, it kind of lost me a little bit. The story switches a lot too from the actual newsroom and then going outside the actual newsroom. And the reason why it falters when it's going outside the newsroom is because it focuses on characters that you really don't care about all that much. The performances are great all around. George Clooney, Julie Roberts are great as usual. I think that's a given at this point. And the person who really stood out to me was Jack O'Connell's character, because he portrays a person that's very tortured by something that's happened to him, and it's very well done. The character development is done really well, particularly with the main three characters, and of course Jack O'Connell's character, because he's very tortured, and you get a sense of that. And as he's not someone you condone his actions. It's not that you agree with what he's doing, but you understand the motivation behind it, and you actually start really caring for this person. You feel for him, and that creates for a very powerful plot device. There's even some comedy that is dispersed throughout this movie that works pretty well for the most part, so I was happy with that. Like I said, this film works extremely well in the newsroom when it's centering around our three central characters, but when it moves out of there, it kind of gets less compelling. This movie has some messages that it's trying to convey as well, like I said, and a lot of it is against like the media and bashing Wall Street, and sometimes it got a little bit too straightforward, a little bit like you're preachy, I guess. It's got a little bit too much at times. It didn't need to be. Overall, I found myself really quite enjoying this movie. I think everyone around me was too in the theater. They were having a good time with it. The performances were all great. The plot was good for the most part, except for when it kind of moves in and out. That was a detriment to the movie a bit. But overall, it is a fresh movie. I'm going to give Money Monster a 7.3 out of 10. I'm really actually surprised with kind of the mediocre ratings it's getting. I think on Rotten Tomatoes it's like a 56% or something right now. I don't think it deserves that. I think it's a better movie than that for sure. I think you guys should go see it. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching my review. And as always, tell me what you thought of the movie. And also, give me some tips. Give me some recommendations of what you would like to see from this channel. What kind of videos do you want me to do? What kind of movies? Do you want me to do some retro rewinds? Some throwback Thursdays? Whatever. You tell me anything. Comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button. And above all, subscribe to us. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Check out our last two movie reviews. Our Jungle Book movie review. And our Captain America Civil War movie review. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.